Hey awesome ones, Heather here, and today I thought I would do a special kind of evening and party makeup application for you. Hey, you know I'm always saying, get out there and have some fun. Go to the get-togethers, go to the office party, and maybe even a gala. So it's time to get our glam face on and let's get this party started. Now, in order to make this video not run too long, I will leave on concealer and also foundation. And what I'm going to do at the end of the video, in the end screen, I will put a link to a beauty video that I did that does show you how to put on the concealer and foundation. But I'm going to take all my makeup off except for that with a little presto changeo. Okay, I know I look older and I look so pale, but I only have the foundation on. At least I have my spiffy party earrings on, but let's get this thing started. Let's start with the lips. Now, for every day, you probably don't want to go for a bold red lip. But I say for these kind of events, why don't we just kind of step outside the box a little bit and glam it up? So what I'm using is a L'Oreal red lip lining pencil. So we're going to start with that. And this is from L'Oreal number 102. And what is it called again? It's called Infatuated by You. Kind of a weird name, but anyway. And what we're going to do is, I have very, very thin lips. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline my lips starting in the middle. And I'm also going to pay very close attention to making it maybe a little bit larger than my actual lip, So let's see, if you have thin lips, this is something you can try. Right in there. It looks like I'm going off to Halloween, but we've got more to it. Now, for filling in the lip, I wanted to use a red, and I also wanted to use something that's a little bit more like a stain. And this is, Powder Puff from NYX, and the color is called Group Love. Okay, all right, I'm not gonna touch that name at all, but strange names they have here. And it has a really neat kind of applicator, and all you have to do is just push up the lipstick a little bit. And I like to use a lip brush. I don't know if you can see all of this, what I'm doing here, but all I need to do is just sort of fill in where I'm missing here. Easy peasy. And this stays on really nice as well. So there you go. And I know it's like red, but we can just sort of fill it in a little bit more here and there. And hey, we're going for a glammed up look. So this isn't every day. This is for something special. So party time is all about the sparkle. So I do want to add a little bit of gloss, and I have this Revlon gloss here, and it's number 720. It's called Pink Cloud, and all I am going to do with this is just put a little sparkle here. A little sparkle there, and you can just see it's kind of just wetting the lips a little bit and giving it a little bit of a shine instead of just that matted look. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about these products that I'm going to be showing you, we are going to have links underneath the video in the description, and we are probably going to find 90% of them, and if we can't find one of them, we'll get something really, really close. And if you happen to click on the link and buy something, thank you so much. We really appreciate it because we make a little bit of commission, and it helps to keep these videos going. So a big thank you for that. So I know I'm really looking a little pale here, so let's get to some blush. And I like using this Maybelline City Bronzer, and I use the lighter 200 for the blush and the darker 300, we'll get to that in just a minute, for the contouring. So for the blush, I'm just going to use a brush like this and very lightly just kind of dab it in there, take off any excess as well, and just very lightly just do a little bit of like almost a figure 8 back and forth here. A little bit on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, you know, just around a little bit. But not a lot. You want more of the contouring to really stand out in this particular look, more than just, you know, rosy cheeks. So let's take a look at the contouring. So for the contouring, again, I'm using the City Bronzer. I'm using a little brush like this for contouring. And again, we're just sort of dabbing that in there, taking off some of the excess, and we're going right along our cheekbones. You can see that applying there. Again, over here. And it's looking kind of stark right now, but I'm going to get to it. Down the nose, don't add any more, just down the nose, along those nasty jowls. Hide them up a little bit with the contouring. And for this look, I'm putting a little bit here and a little bit there. A little dab will do ya. And also I'm now using this brush, and what I'm going to do is just kind of blend it in a little bit, make it look a little more natural, but still a distinctive contour here underneath, also on this side, on the sides of the nose as well, and also a little bit of blending there. Now you're seeing I'm really starting to get a little bit of shape with my face. And now we're going to use a little bit of highlighter. And as you know, I really like this MAC. It's called Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. All right, so I'm going to use a brush like this. And you know I'm big on not using a lot of highlighter, but this is party time. It's Sparkles time. So I'm going to put a little bit here. If you put on too much, you just emphasize your wrinkles. So we don't want to do that. But, and just a little bit here. So you can you see the sparkle? Bill, can you do a little, yeah, you can see a sparkle. Also, I want a sparkle here. A little sparkle here. All right, and also let's put a little sparkle with a little brush like this, just between, I need my little mirror here, just between our eyes here. To give you a little sparkle in your eyes. Now, talking about the eyes, let's get going on them. And I'm going to start, first of all, I have used some Visine on my eyes to get the red out. Now, I don't use Visine every single day, but for special occasions when I don't want to look like I'm tired and I want to look, you know, a little bit more vibrant, I put I get the red out with the Visine. So there you go. There's other products on the market as well. Now, I am using an eyeliner. And this is, again, L'Oreal Infallible. They say it's good for 16 hours. I've used it a lot, and I think it's held up really, really well. It's got a little end on it like this for doing some smoothing. I am going to do a little thicker eyeliner than I usually do in the daytime. But again, I'm just going to kind of do the dots and then attach them. You'll see what I'm doing. I'll do one eye for the sake of time, and then I'll fill in the other one later. But, you know, I'm going to go all the way along here. I don't know if Bill's getting a little bit of a close-up of this, and a little swoosh here. Like that. You'll see if you've got hooded eyes. Not a big cat eye, just a little swoosh to give me a little bit of an upturn there. And now I'm going to go again along the line, making it just a little bit bigger. That's not my stomach growling, that's the dog snoring. In case no, it's not me, it's the dog, and he's waiting for his turn to be on camera. So anyway, I don't know if you could hear that, but it's so funny. He snores. All right, so as you can see, it's a little bit thicker than I usually do. Now, the other thing, because it's glam time, I'm also going to go under, make sure you have a clean pencil now to do this. And I'll just go underneath on the waterline. So there you go. Oh, and by the way, I'm not wearing false eyelashes in this video or showing you how to apply them. I actually am not one, I'm not big on false eyelashes. I like to use my little handy dandy Revlon eyelash curler. And I also like to use a nice mascara. I'm using a CoverGirl Exhibitionist, which goes on really thick. And I do about 3/4 coats of mascara, and I think it looks quite nice. I'm going to show you how I do that in just a few seconds. Now it's eyeshadow time, and again, I'm only going to do one eye for the sake of time. And I love this. Is this L'Oreal? This is L'Oreal too. This L'Oreal Le Petit Palette, and it has blue in it, which I'm not going to use today, but you can also get it with a green. But I'm going to be using a lot of the other colors, so let's get started. I'm using this brush here, and it's just kind of a foam tip. And I want to go into this sparkly, again, it's all about the sparkle, this sparkly color here. It's like a beige or cream, and there we go. We want to put a little sparkle on top of the eyelid. All right, so we got the sparkle going there. Oh, so glam. And then I also want to go and put a little sparkle just underneath the brow bone, and what this does is it actually brings the eye up a little bit. All right, so we got that going on with a brush like this. I am going to use the lighter brown right here, and I'm going to go into the crease, not all the way in, just about here, work my way out into a bit of a swoosh, as you can see right there. Now, I'm going to blend it, don't worry. And now I am going to use this brown right here, not this reddish brown. I find it's not as nice as this one here. So this dark brown here. And again, I'm going to go within the crease. I just want to darken up that crease a little bit. Again, it'll help open up my eye. And then the other thing I want to do with this, just knock a little bit off here, I want to go under the eyes because this is just too harsh a line. It's not pretty at all. And so I want to sort of go underneath. And what I'm doing here is I'm making it a little smokier. You see the difference between the two? This is becoming a little bit smokier. And then what I want to do with a blending brush like this is just kind of make it all smoothed out. All right, I'm going to do the other eye on, do the other eye, and then we're going to put some mascara on. Now for the mascara, as I mentioned, I really love this CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. I'm using it in black because I want a dramatic look here, and I find that it really stays on, and it also comes off nicely at night, and I don't get the big transfer underneath. But the other thing that I really am very careful of is I'll put a coat of mascara on, and then I'll let it dry, and then I'll put another coat of mascara on, but only on the top lashes. For the third coat, that's when I do the under lashes, because if you put on too much, basically they actually could, if they had 3 coats, start to transfer, and then you got the raccoon eyes, and we don't want that. So yeah, so I just put on the mascara from the bottom right up the lashes, and you can sort of, maybe Bill can do a little bit of a close-up here. You can see how nice and thick that's being put on there, and I'm going to do 3 coats, so to me, I don't really need the false eyelashes in case they fall off or something. But also, you know the little globby stuff on the end here? What I also do is I like my eye to go a little bit more like a cat eye. And so I kind of put the globby stuff over there, and it gives me a little bit of a swoosh. So all right, so let's start on the brows, because the brows are what frame the face. It also gives you expression and gives you a little bit of an eye lift as well. So as a lot of you know, I do love the stencils. That's what I found, and I just swear by them now. But first of all, what we want to do is get a little pencil like this, any pencil will do, and just sort of brush up your eyebrows. All right, and then hopefully I can do this. I always have a problem. I'm using the brown powder, and I just don't think that, even though I'm silver haired, that a gray eyebrow really suits me. So I go with the brown. It's a little bit more neutral, and I have to just kind of place this in the right place, and then you place it there and you just fill it in. Fill it in with a little brush like this, and ta-da! A perfectly shaped, oh, I just love this stuff, a perfectly shaped brow. And now what we want to do is, with a right kind of pencil, and I have here NYX, it's an NYX, it's more of a blondie brown. I want to make sure that my brow starts about there. All right, you don't have to do this every single day if you're just daytime makeup, but we want to look extra special. So I'm just going to go like that, and I'm going to bring that brow out a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Make sure it comes out to the end as well. Basically all I'm doing is, where the powder didn't go, I'm filling it in just a little bit, and make sure I don't want a Groucho Marx big eyebrow. I'm not into that at all. I want it to look a little more natural. And I'm also putting a clear mascara. This is Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline. And I'm going to now brush up the hairs of my brow, what's left of them, because I don't have a lot of them left, but it just sets everything with this clear mascara. And you can see the difference between the two looks, that this is like, wow, I'm awake and I've got, you know, more of a lifted eye, and this one not so much. So working on the brows and putting that little oomph into them really helps. And I'm just going to work on the other brow right now. So I quickly did another coat of mascara, and now I'm on my third coat of mascara. So I just want to show you what I'm going to do with those lower lashes. It's pretty simple actually, but you know, you just very delicately brush them down, and that's giving you more of a smoky effect there as well. And then again with that little globby part, if I can find some, I'm just sort of putting that right on the edge there, and I'm going to put the third coat of the top lashes now, and we're almost done. So before this Cinderella heads off to the ball, I also want to make sure there's a few things in my little clutch purse. Number one, my Revlon Anti-Shine. You guys know how much I love this for powdering my nose or any little shine. Of course, we want this shine to stay here, but you know, the nose and the chin and that sort of thing. This is just amazing, and it doesn't make you look cakey. Also, I'll be bringing along my lip pencil and also a little bit of, you know, lipstick to touch up every once in a while, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed the look, but there's still more to come in the video. We gotta go check out Little Hurricane and also check out what's coming up in future videos. Oh, and I almost forgot, don't forget your nails. And if you're wearing open-toed shoes, don't forget your toenails. And you might want to go for a beautiful, brilliant red on your toenails and your nails as well. So I know a lot of you wait for this little guy. It's our little Yorkie, Hurricane. Hey Hurricane, how are you? And when Hurricane comes on the scene, He reminds me to talk about new things, new videos, and talking about new things, we have a newsletter and it's called The Awesome Times, and we've got a new one coming out really soon, like in a few days. So don't forget to sign up for that. It only comes out once a month and it's in your inbox. And just below in the description, you can find a link, or it's awesomeover50.com/newsletter. And also coming up in these videos, these beauty and fashion videos, I've got an unboxing from Amazon. I've got a leopard skirt in there and it wasn't that expensive, so let's check that out. And also kind of a silky satin robe. Oh, there's a hoodie in there. There's all kinds of things. There's a beautiful vest. I can't wait to show them to you. And I also have some more skincare and makeup reviews. And over on our second channel at youtube.com/awesomeover50inspiration. And by the way, we're up to 1,000 subscribers on that new channel. So thank you everybody that's going over there and subscribing. We really, really appreciate. And also, you know, if you want to subscribe to this channel, there's a button below, and don't forget to click on the bell and then you'll be notified of the videos. But anyway, I was talking about the other channel. Now over at youtube.com/awesomeover50inspiration, we have done a video on whether or not you should get a dog. Well, ears perk up, when you're over 50. And there's a lot of questions that we asked ourselves, and we want to share them with you because, you know, dogs are a commitment and they're around for sometimes 15 years or more. So we wanted to talk about that. Also, I'm doing some really healthy eating lately, and I've got a new way to cook with very little oil. I want to share that, and there's a lot of other things for the holiday season coming up as well in that station. Now, for a lot of us over 50 women, I know sometimes we kind of do feel like Cinderella. You know, we're into this humdrum life and we think, oh, those glamour days are gone. Well, I'm here to be your fairy godmother, and you know, for all of the Cinderellas out there, I want to sprinkle a little bit of fairy dust on you. I want to sprinkle a little bit of highlighter on you, and I want you to go to the ball. I want you to have so much fun out there, and not only do I want you to have your light shine for everybody that really deserves to see your light, but I want you to keep it awesome, and I want people to tell you, you look marvelous, darling.